see a little bit more of Queso going on throughout the tournament. But yeah, that being said, we're gonna just jump on over to losers quarters immediately. Cancel took it 3-0 confidently over Soko. We're seeing Bowser Jr. Sonic, another staple Wi-Fi matchup because of the prevalence of somebody like TM7 Zap. And Cancel is already playing so aggressively, 53%, stealing the stage away from RyMax, catching these jumps. What a bold way to open this.
And Cancel is just doing a really good job right after that initial set play, which Bowser Jr.'s do so well. The question is, what can you do to find these mid percents, to get yourself in the range, to find those meaty buttons and close out the stock? We're seeing so much of this spin dash, of this clown car art come out, and it's because it's one of the few mid-range burst pulls in the game that can actually contest a grounded spin dash consistently.
Yeah, for sure. Something I also feel like is kind of important to think about, a lot of Bowser Jr.'s game plan is not necessarily a discount Sonic, but a different dimension Sonic. He sort of has the same approach with his own side B of trying to mix up around somebody's shield. And that is something that RyMax, I feel like, is going to be really comfortable playing.
I love that though. I love that idea of Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. It's just Sonic from an alternate dimension, just weird world Bizarro Sonic. And the setup with the forward throw, that's something out of the Snake playbook, and there was just nowhere for RyMax to go. That was just a beautiful checkmate from center stage.
That idea was cute. I wondered why that wasn't up to it. I also haven't, I don't think it necessarily up to it is very difficult at high post. So maybe not. But right now, RyMax is just looking for the way to get the stock kill. If Bowser Jr. is playing out of shield, you can make it so difficult to close.
Sorry, it wasn't enough though, because the Bowser Jr.'s forward throw takes just a little bit longer to actually finish this animation, I believe, and the timing was forced you at the optimal distance for that at Mecha.
Could have also pummeled, but yes, absolutely. The F throw sort of does that for you, but then up throw you would have to pummel a couple of times before the animation. That was a really good note. Absolutely. So right now, patrolling the ground field, looking for the stock, looking for the back end for RyMax. I mean, again, same issue. How do you close? You gotta stop this bleeding. You gotta close the wound.
You do, and Mecha Koopa and Ham, though, is a great tool, but the Bowser Jr. being a character that Z-drops items in front of him, and right, some characters do it in front, some behind, makes it really hard for him to call out these Sonic aerials with the Z-drop on reaction, and he isn't gonna find his way away from the Nair, gets back down the stage, and is able to at least find this early conversion, 3 hits and 60%, the F smash, and just like that, Dara, we're seeing RyMax get canceled real quick.
Yeah, RyMax is getting to it longer right now. Cancel is doing a beautiful job here, just dealing so much damage off stage there, looking for that up smash, not gonna be able to find it, gets that back as well. Alright, and the falling neutraler as well, RyMax. Oh my gosh. Taking a lot of damage here, and Cancel is calling out these jumps. But this is so back and forth, slowly making a bit of a comeback here. Nice little up, good amount of damage onto the board.
And the spin dash, just missing it, the conversion falling out because he connected with that clown part right at the very end, and it just the awkward weight difference, right, meant that it didn't find its mark. Got punched over to Minecraft though, and just like that, RyMax is gonna find the lead. Can Cancel lock this down without taking too much percent, because once you get to about 40-50 in this matchup, it can be really hard to close out the game against Sonic.
Oh, but I gotta say, you don't necessarily have the game closing, but you definitely have the stock closing in the form of that up smash. Coming in with that side B, looking for that shield mix-up. Went in a little bit too much. You have to make sure that you don't overshoot that as much when you're crossing up the shield. But you know what? It was a nice and simple coach option. They're both basically totally even at this point.
Yeah, and Dara, is Bowser Jr. the only character in the game that's able to consistently run away from Sonic? Because that's what it kind of feels like right now, right? Like we're seeing Cancel just able to consistently get these cards away. RyMax in his element, though, on these aggressive edge guards, doesn't find a high, and the mix-up past ledge. The hammer is gonna find its mark and give Cancel one more chance. Is it too little, too late? Not gonna need the Omsa Tech there either. And the clown cart just to reset. Just a beautiful play on that disadvantaged state from Cancel.
Yeah, Cancel right now is definitely making a bit of a comeback here, trying to clutch out this game. F smash to basically cover that option, falling out of the multi-jab, tries to go for an immediate F smash, but RyMax actually making it onto the ledge before the F smash could come out there. Really luckily for them, not so lucky for Cancel. Oh, this is anybody's game.
Yeah, and honestly, Cancel's item play too has just been so good, mixing up the timings on when they're picking up the Mecha Koopa, what are they doing with it? Are they Z-dropping it? Are they throwing it? Whatever, trying to find the F smash, but Sonic, that blue blur is so hard to pin down, but the parry, Dara, this could be it off the edge guard. What can Cancel find?
Yeah, only time is gonna have to tell you. Both of them definitely struggle a little bit to close that space, because right now, if you're Bowser Jr., you're looking for that multi-jab. If you're Sonic, you're looking for maybe an edge guard. Now, you jump, you look for that quarter to catch a potential high recovery. Cancel opts to go through the ledge and makes it back on nice and safe. Back to go, just to be able to set up another edge guard here. Is this going to be an attempt, or is RyMax gonna play it safe? Oh,
and missing the tech off the spring. PS2, for so many reasons, might just be the most difficult stage to tech on, Dara, and Cancel not ready for it in that situation. Spring, I feel like at this point people should be ready for Sonic Spring as an edge guarding tool, but nobody ever is.
It's Wi-Fi. It
Yeah.
happens. It happens.
Yeah.
We miss attacks. We miss stage checks. Happens to
Absolutely.
us, you know. But also, again, like, I still really want to hold on to my analogy of Bowser Jr. just being like a different dimension Sonic. They edge guarded in a similar way, which is, I don't want to commit today. Okay, I'm going to toss out an up B off stage and come back on. Sonic loves doing that the same exact way as well. And you kind of have to think about it and tech it in a similar way, even if one of them is like a multi-hit explosion,
And
right?
they both have those side B get away from you tools, right? Those mid-range burst options. The up B is an edge guard as well. I hate how good an analogy that is. There's a lot of them.
They just look for the same thing in not dissimilar ways. Not exactly the same thing, though. I will say, though, the biggest thing that I was noticing that was happening is that we didn't necessarily see any follow-ups or continuations on the way that Cancel conditioned Shield. Cancel conditioned Shield, Cancel conditioned RyMax to hold on to Shield. Cancel always crossed up with side B, and then went for the landing, retreating back out, and RyMax started punishing those by catching the landing. So now that Cancel has established that, the question is, what can you actually do? I want to see some jump above down airs. That is how you mix up somebody's shield. That's how you catch somebody dropping shield. We did not see that at all last game.
That multi-hit pressure and ability to combo off down air is so strong from Bowser Jr. We did see a lot of Mecha Koopas trying to call out the dash shield on the Mecha Koopa into a grab, which RyMax never went for. So Cancel maybe not making the active adjustment in the last game as much as just trying to stick to his game plan and saying, okay, I'm going to condition you like this, so you're going to do this, and this is already my adjustment. And instead of reactively adjusting something, has a flowchart planned out that RyMax just kind of wasn't playing into.
Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, look at RyMax's shield mix-up. That is where the difference between the two is definitely starting to shine. Cancel has to pick up the pace a little tiny bit. Okay, getting that jump call out, platform attack chase, gets that up as well. The back heel, unfortunately, the hitbox shifting from RyMax is going to keep him nice and safe, and an F smash to close it out as well. 3 stocks to 2 here, and climbing.
And I like the early down air, but Sonic's wall jump is going to give him that extra space from ledge to find his way back scot-free with those high caliber platforms. The spring is well going to find the extra hit lag, but it's going to bait RyMax into getting a little over-aggressive on the down air, and Cancel is going to make that count.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was aggressive. Right? Cancel was hunting for that kill. Down and F tilt as well. That is atypical. You do not see that as an option quite often. 41%. Definitely nothing to sneeze at. Just good, respectable, quality, wholesome damage.
Yeah, and people don't talk enough about just how much Bowser Jr. can do off a single hit, right? Even this character's aerials just do so much damage.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Okay, right now, just a little get off the option here. Nice landing mix-up, right? That is a multi-hit. That is also a multi-hit that consistently shield pokes, and that's a 2-frame with the F-smash. You always got to look out for that going back onto stage against Bowser Jr. You can't be hasty. I love what RyMax is doing with, like, the wall jumps. I want to see more of that.
And it's really impressive, right? Finding those 2 frames online, especially against Sonic. And Cancel's really been good at those, right? We've seen him go for them a lot, but has also found a lot of them. And both punches missing there.
Bowser Jr.'s F smash is just that active too. You just put it out there, and it's like if they stall, they don't, and if they make it back onto the stage, they almost always get 2 frames. It's one of the best tools to shoot them with in the game.
I think
yo-yo.
Yeah, I think it's about a 1/6 of a second it's active for, I believe, which is just absolutely a crazy amount of time in Super Smash Bros. And there we see that Clown Cart giving Cancel the mobility to get underneath these homing attacks, avoiding it, keeping RyMax at these single hits, right? Not able to find the Sonic conversions he was earlier. And we're seeing both players really make very good use of these side platforms, of this big open center space. And right now it's just a question of who can catch the other one first. It's like a game of tag.
Yeah, they both like to go around a lot, but that is the call out and a half. Cancel going to be finding that up smash, going to be taking out that game and bringing it to 1-1. I feel like this game, you know what? Cancel was closing. Cancel was getting those 2 frames at the ledge. Cancel was aggressive, especially in that stock 1, going up there with up B, coming back down swinging, and still continuously swinging. I like the RyMax's recovery mix-ups that we sort of established this game. I want to see a couple more of them moving forward, but we have a set. We have a set, and it's the most even one that we've had thus far.
Yeah, this has been a really fun set to watch because both players, right, we talked about the bizarro world, but because of that, right, kind of have that similar game plan. They want to run away from you, bait you into overcommitting, and then find that mid-range burst tool into a huge combo, into a lot of damage. And it's just a really interesting game of the two characters not playing defensively and just running circles around each other in the way we might be used to, but instead chasing each other back and forth like a game of tag, trying to alternate these turns, alternate these hits. And both are getting really aggressive, swinging for it, and getting very creative, knowing, okay, this will extend my hit lag, which will bait him for this option, but it won't be enough, so I'm going to find this extra swing afterwards. And it's just, these two players are operating on such a high level right now.
Yep, absolutely. They are adapting to one another, and we just have to see what gameplay is going to put. So we're going to Pokemon Stadium 2 this time around. This is a really good stage for both of these characters. Again, they both benefit from kind of the same stage choices. So I feel like a lot of the selection here is just going to go back down to preference. Bowser Jr. has good follow-ups too. Sonic is able to run away here. Bowser Jr. has space. Sonic has space. They both get to set stuff up. This is an even stage from my, I guess, sort of uneducated. I'm not a Sonic maid. I'm not a Bowser Jr. maid. But this feels like it benefits both.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Dara. The large stages, right, benefit these characters' game plans so much. And while you would think, okay, these platforms, the high platforms are great for Sonic to get that edge on his defensive gameplay, Mecha Koopa on platform and Bowser Jr.'s juggle tools just make platform such a good tool for him as well. Yeah. I would be curious to see what happened and if these two players took each other to a very small stage and forced each other to scrap, but it's very clear that they want to interact as little extra as possible if it's not for a conversion.
We're kind of seeing the same issue come up a little bit, as we saw in the winning side match that we saw with the RyMax, which is struggling to deal with projectiles and constantly spin dashing into them. And oh, that's an overcommitment, but Cancel takes a little bit too long to get back onto the stage because they overshot with their side B, and as a result, RyMax took advantage of it, was able to get that boost stock down, and those are those kinds of jumps that we need to see more often. We need to see those jump mix-ups, but you can't land on shield like that. That was a little bit unsafe. Cancel with a quick up smash.
Yeah, I love that from Cancel, just the jump in, not even fast fall at shield to bait out the full spin dash, and because of the normal fall, right, RyMax tried to catch the landing and didn't jump the spin dash, and it allowed RyMax to find the punish. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Cancel now just trying to wall you out with these rising aerials, and that rising disjointed aerials are one of the few things that Sonic actually can sometimes have a hard time finding his way past.
Okay, F smash is a good option. Okay, you know what? Sometimes just throw it out there and just say, hey, if you miss space, if you land into this poorly, I will connect it against you. Another ledge trap situation, F smash to cover either a neutral get up and jump. But you know what? RyMax just played that well, rolling back to safety and tries to maybe go for like a double forwarding situation. Doesn't actually find it though. Looks for that up smash to maybe catch RyMax misspacing those side Bs, but I don't think we're going to see a repeat of what happened on that spacing with the stuff.
I absolutely agree. Punch 1, punch 2, just like a repeat of before. Both punches, a swing and a miss. The F smash not going to find its mark either, Dara. Both players are hitting each other coast to coast right now, trying to pin the other one down. Can Cancel find this hit, but it's going to be RyMax with a spin dash once again. And the F smash 2-frame. Cancel's been impeccable just at finding those F smashes in the corner.
Yeah, and honestly, if you got those, hey, you've got the Bowser Jr. game plan correctly. You get out those stocks at 70-80% at the ledge, and you're like, aha, GG's, I deserve that, for sure.
I mean, hey, when you have the worst get-up attack at the game in the game, you have to be good at something at ledge, right?
Yeah, he's compensating. So, you know what? That said, excuse me, that fade back forward today, looking to catch something here. And again, RyMax not fully leaning into that one, didn't connect it, and neutral has been successfully reset. Good jumps. You have to go for a lot of jumps out of your side B in this matchup. I keep talking about it. You have to avoid Mecha Koopa.
And Mecha Koopa is such a weird projectile too because it has a very cut and dry answer, which is if you let it get too far away from you, as the Bowser Jr. player, your opponent can just shield it, pick it up, and find a huge amount of damage, and the extra swing from Cancel is going to lead to a weird-looking interaction, and that neutral air with no DI is going to even up the stock count, keep this game nice and close as we get into the counter pick advantage deciding last off.
Oh yeah. We're in a huge potential advantage here, but really good option coverage from RyMax. Able to get that next way to follow up. The damage has now been successful, evened up. Looking for that jump out of shield. Really good punish on that whip grab. And RyMax is pressuring, doing Sonic things. This is late game Sonic. Now we're not seeing any sort of whip opportunities. We're seeing a side B on shield, and we're seeing mix-ups, and all of them have been connected.
Dara, beautiful SDI there out of the up air and down and away there from Cancel to find the way back to the ground, keep this pressure going, playing directly under this platform as well to negate the spin dashes, right, to negate these falling aerial combo starters and not let you just jump in and find a falling spin dash. As once again, the F smash from Cancel, that's gonna be his X factor in this game, and it's just insane, like, the way that Cancel is consistently finding his way out of things that feel like they should be checkmates for Sonic.
Yeah, they should have been. Should have, would have, could have, but alas, that's not going to be the case quite yet. RyMax has made it back onto the stage. And again, that dash attack, unfortunately not picking up the Mecha Koopa, but instead just sort of hitting it and colliding and allowing the Mecha Koopa to snag you. Looking for this forward again, looking for the F smash, and maybe call out a potential side B here. Cancel is swinging and just, you know what? We're dashing a little bit. We're trying to create all of this space to make it as difficult as possible for RyMax.
And the feedback just drifting into the blast zone. Cancel getting a little too lost in the sauce there. The pressure from RyMax was just a little bit too much. We saw him go for those edge guards all winner's side long. Didn't really find them in losers, but
yeah,
when push came to shove, Cancel just couldn't handle the heat.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, of course, we're going up 2-1 in the total game count right now. So this is going to be a best of 5. Everything in top 8 is best of 5. Something I need to really make note of here is just like the difference in the shield pressure between the two, and the adaptations that RyMax has sort of made along the way. Mecha Koopa is an essential neutral tool for Bowser Jr. It's how you dominate space, it's how you force options. It is your zoning button in many ways, right? You toss it out, you bait a jump, you punish a jump. Here's the issue. The ranges in which Cancel is picking to sort of put down Mecha Koopa is a little bit too close to Sonic. And what's basically happening is you need to make sure they're far away enough when you do that, because if you open up your funny little compartment, you're setting up and winding up your little robot, in that time that you're doing so, Sonic has already successfully spin dashed. It's the same concept as punishing Peach down B. While Peach is pulling turn up, you punish the turn up. Peach wants that distance so she can pull turn up. Same thing with Bowser Jr. RyMax is punishing this distance, and Cancel is not respecting that distance against Sonic. I want to see just more conservative Mecha Koopa usage, something like that, right? Retreating, backing away, knowing that RyMax can't get there in time to punish it.
Yep. Beautiful landing down air on the shield, Dara. You were talking about that before, and we see Cancel finally incorporating it into the game plan to start game 1. But speaking of things being incorporated into the game plan, I think that's actually the first grab combo starter we've seen from RyMax so far this tournament today. And the spin dash pass led to both players really just showing us stuff in this game number 4 that we haven't seen from them so far yet. And a dash attack to boot. It's just stepping up, and I'm really excited to see where the rest of this game 4 goes.
God bless Ultimate, man. That was a lot of funny little options at once. That was a jab, that was a roll-in, spot dodge, everybody spot dodge. You can try these funny little smash attacks. Such is this game sometimes. But right now, RyMax is just looking to get back onto the stage, drifting in here, and Cancel has the right idea with covering the high recovery, but doesn't have the strongest idea on Sonic's position.
Right, what? We were talking about all the new things, all the adjustments, all the funny options, but when push comes to shove, Dara, what's old is new again, is once again that F smash at ledge. RyMax cannot get away. He's gonna have nightmares about that one tonight.
Okay, looking for that back air, but ooh, really good grab, and now this is just guaranteed Bowser Jr. damage, right? Classic up air, back air, eat it, hold it, and then move on.
And RyMax has been doing really well when he can keep Cancel in these scramble situations. When Cancel is able to force RyMax to pressure his shield, we see RyMax just consistently spacing unsafe buttons, and that's really where Cancel's finding a lot of these reversals, a lot of these openings, and once again, right, there's that over-aggressive shield play that Cancel's gonna punish, find an F-Smash has troubles, and just like that, Dara, 3 stocks to 1, RyMax has got work to do.
Okay, gets that back to here. Now the question is, how is RyMax gonna close again and again and again? F-Smash 2 for— oh, buddy, that's right. You can do that, can't you? You have the side wall stall on Kalos. I forgot that that's even an option. And RyMax might have as well, because Cancel reminded all of us.
Yeah, Cancel showed us one of Bowser Jr.'s coolest ledge options into his least cool ledge option. He did that whole stall into a get-up attack, which, because it literally just doesn't do anything on the whole second half, RyMax was able to find a grab for. Still though, RyMax down a full stock and then some in this situation, and can't play defensive in the way he wants to, and it's allowing Cancel to just close this distance to the mid-range, which on Kalos is still a good amount of space, and just start to really trap RyMax on these platforms where we've seen him struggle to get off of in both sets we've seen in bracket so far.
Oh yeah. Okay, oh, good idea. That was a good idea with the up smash. But alas, RyMax shot a little bit too far to the right. Cancel was a little bit too far to the left. And now you just have to swing it to. Okay, good call out. This is looking like another one of Cancel's games.
That also just that Mecha Koopa to, like, Mecha Koopa, I'm gonna get hit, but you'll get hit by the Mecha Koopa, and trying to find the conversion off that. Cancel's starting to get creative, playing with full confidence right now. Jab cross stage on Kalos, so I don't know what you're thinking and that's gonna kill, but able to find the hit, not able to find the Mecha Koopa, and just Dara, Cancel's pressure is relentless. You can tell he smells blood in the water.
And actually very clearly licking it and eating it too. Jesus Christ, that's diabolical. Cancel is going to be taking out game 4. He's going to be taking us to a game number 5. That was a confident game. Cancel just sort of stuck to the game plan. Yep, stuck to the game plan, smashes at the ledge, looking to catch these landings.